Hello, Possible One. Welcome again to today's talk. And I really trust that you have learned some stuff. You have adjusted some stuff in your mind and in your brain. And as we continuing, you will learn and unlearn some things. We looked at how the brain is lazy, but how we can activate it to get it going. And today we are going to look at the different compartments of the brain. And so as usual, if you have not already done so, please like, share, and subscribe to our page. Especially share it with your friends and invite them to subscribe and also to hit the notification button so that you will be notified when new videos are posted on our page and on our channel. And I really thank you for your support in sharing and inviting friends to look, to watch, to learn, and to become all that they can be. This is the possible me. Thank you so much. Now, the brain has many functions and departments, but they can all be grouped into three. All the functions and all the departments can be grouped into three. So one, we have the cognition. That is where you have your mind, your thought, your memory, your perception, etc. The thought side, the cognition side of the brain. It's in there in so many places. Then we have the emotional side, where you have your feelings, both negative and positive feelings. They're also there, and they are not only in one place. They are all scattered, but they all coordinate and they all work together. And then also we have the volition side, which is your will, your action, your behavior. So with these three come the intelligent quotient, the emotional quotient, and the adversity quotient. Some time back, it was seen that with a high IQ, you can make it in life. Then they realized that high IQ is not enough. So now they said, you not only have to have a high IQ, but you also have to have, you can have a moderate IQ, but if you have a high EQ, which is emotional intelligence, your ability to emotionally harness your emotional ability to relate to people well, also influences your successful living. But then they've added a third, which is adversity quotient. Your ability to harness your mental faculties to withstand adversity. That is a wonderful thing. Your ability to withstand adversity. And so these three are all interrelated in the mind, the emotion, and the volition. The cognition, the emotion, and the volition. It's very important. Now, mostly our actions begin with the cognition, and then the emotions come in, and then we are moved to act. Or it can start with the emotion, and then the mind will come in, and then we act. The acting side of the brain will never act on its own, will never work on its own. It always works with either the cognition, the emotion, or both. Either the cognition and the action, the emotion and the action, and the cognition, emotion, and action. These three compartments work together. Now, if the emotion and action, the two only are working, you have an emotional person. They just act on impulse without thinking about their action. They just act. There's the way they feel, they act. This is the way they feel, they act. This is the way they feel, they act. Such people, if you're in a relationship with them, it causes so much. The relationship is toxic. It's too much emotion. Everything is emotion. Now, if it is the cognition and the volition alone operating, then you have somebody who is mechanical, like a robot, just thinking and doing, thinking and doing, thinking and doing. There is no human touch. There is no emotion in it. But then, to have the best satisfaction or the best way to do things, all the three must be in it. That is when you have the best way. The thinking, the emotion, and the action. You've thought things through. The emotion is part of it, and then the action. You've thought things through. The emotion is part of it, and then the action. It is very, very important that you allow your action to go through the process of thinking through and adding the emotion. Of thinking through and adding the emotion. It's always, whatever you think about, there will be a corresponding emotion. Then comes a corresponding action. But when you block the emotion, then you take away the human aspect. Or when you block the thinking, then you are just being emotional without thinking things through. So you have people that act without thinking things through, only to realize that, oh my God, I made a mistake. I should have thought things through. They heard a story, they got excited, they just moved in, only to realize that they should have thought the story through. It is very, very important in life, the three compartments. So as we are going in to develop, as we are going in to harness our brain, let us harness it in such a way that we can effectively use it to bring the fullness that we want to have in our lives. It can be done. It can work. It's up to you and I to harness it. Nobody can do it for you. You have to do it yourself. Remember, your brain is lazy. It's comfortable where it is. You have to push it and get it to move further and to do more. Okay? So, before we end, remember, we do appreciate it if you like, you share, and you subscribe to our page and our channel. And also hit the notification button. So until next video, this is your guide and your coach, OK Dugan, telling you that there is hope for your future and all things are possible to those who believe. Believe, and it will be possible. Bless you.